Saruman the White possessed a voice so enchanting it could bend the will of kings and corrupt the wisest minds in Middle-earth. It is a profound pity that Weta Workshop couldn't use that same magic to bend the staff's orb into an actual sphere. Welcome back to the channel. I am your collector's advocate, the financial guinea pig who braves the aftermarket price gorges so you don't have to. Today we are looking at the limited edition piece from Weta Workshop, the Staff of Saruman the White. Now, I must make a confession right up front. Saruman is one of my absolute favorite characters in all of the Lord of the Rings. Because of that, I'm going to do something I rarely do on this channel. I'm going to turn a blind eye to this prop's flaws, much like the White Council turned a blind eye to Isengard's rising smoke. I love this piece, but my job is to protect your wallet, not validate my own toxic collecting habits. So we are going to look closely at this staff to see if it deserves a spot on your Orthanc tower, or if you should seek out another wizard entirely. Let's start with the unboxing, which I can only describe as aggressively ordinary. We get a brown box, squeaky polystyrene and a standard metal wall hanger. There is nothing special here. No grand presentation, no lore-filled pamphlets. For a piece this expensive, you'd expect at least a wax-sealed letter from Christopher Lee's ghost. But once you get it out of the box, I have to give credit where credit is due. The weight is fantastic. Weta used a material for the main shaft, but it has the cold, heavy heft of actual metal. The overall design is undeniably imposing. The bottom features a nice subtle circular accent before the staff ends. As you move up to the crown, the sharp jagged fins perfectly mirror the brutalist architecture of the Tower of Orthanc. The combination of materials here feels solid. It doesn't suffer from the hollow, rattling material betrayals we usually see from other companies. From a distance, there is absolutely no mistaking whose staff this is. Unfortunately, we don't drop hundreds of dollars to look at our replicas from a distance. We judge by the 6-foot rule. And the moment you break that 6-foot threshold, Weta's design choices fall completely apart. Let's talk about the orb. I mean, seriously Weta. United Cutlery managed to produce a Saruman staff where the orb looked like a distinct, smoky, spherical crystal resting inside the crown. Weta decided to cast the orb as a single molded piece directly into the staff. Look closely at these edges. There isn't a sphere, it has corners. It loses its roundness completely where it connects to the fins. It looks like a hard-boiled egg that was aggressively shoved into a cup. And then there is the paint application. In the films, the orb is a milky, smoky dark cloud. Weta, for some reason known only to Eru Luvatar, decided to give us lines. It looks like the eye of a Judist cat. Now, maybe in some obscure blurry split-second background shot of the film, the lighting made it look yellow. Or maybe my eyes are just being fooled, much like Saruman fooled the rest of Middle-earth. But, holding it in hand, it looks fundamentally wrong. It is a glaring quality control disaster right at the focal point of the entire replica. This brings us to the most painful part of the autopsy, the price. This is a limited edition piece. Because of that, the original retail price is a distant, fictional memory. To get this today, you have to pay the aftermarket extortion tax. It is heavily increased in value. meaning you are paying a massive premium for a staff with a deformed, yellow-veined, molded-in orb. If you are a casual fan of Lord of the Rings, or you just want a cool wizard staff in your living room, there is absolutely no universe where I can justify this price tag for you. United Cutlery offers alternatives that, frankly, handles the orb much better without requiring you to take out a second mortgage on your hobbit hole. So, where does this leave us? I told you at the beginning that I love this piece, and I do. I am obsessed with Saruman, and having Weta's official limited edition staff in my collection brings me a very specific, deeply flawed joy. I will always love it, no matter the price or the squarish orb. But I'm not here to tell you how to feel. I am here to tell you what is objectively worth your money. Unless you are an absolute die-hard Isengard loyalist, or you are a completionist who needs every single Istari staff ever produced, I cannot recommend this piece to you. It is heavily overpriced, and the orb is a massive letdown from a company we normally expect perfection from. Remember, there are other wizards in Middle-earth. Go find one of their staffs instead. Because of the aftermarket price tag and the deformed forb, but saved solely by its overall weight and imposing silhouette, purportedly, it's a risk. Keep your standards high, don't trust the words of a fallen wizard, and I'll see you in the next one.